Hi friends, welcome to Java Minds Group. In this video, we will learn about collections in Java. The collections in Java is a framework that provides an architecture to store and manipulate the group of objects. Java collections can achieve all the operations that you perform on a data such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, and deletion. Java collection means a single unit of objects. Java collection framework provides many interfaces. So we can see in the next slide that what are the interfaces and list it contain. So in this one, Java collection framework provides many interfaces. Many interfaces like set, list, queue, dequeue, and classes. Classes we have array list, linked list, vector, stack, array dequeue, priority queue, hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. What is collection? A collection represents single unit of objects, that is a group. It provides ready-made architecture. It represents a set of classes and interfaces. It is optional. The collection framework represents a uniform architecture for storing and manipulating of objects. It has interfaces, whatever the interfaces like iterable, collection, queue, list, set, sorted set. So these are the interfaces and its implementations. Implementations of set we have in hash set, linked hash set. These are implementations and algorithm. So in this hierarchy, so the java.util package contains all these classes and interfaces for the collection framework. So this all about collection framework. In this video, we can understand about Java Arraylist. So Java Arraylist class can contain duplicate elements. Java Arraylist class maintains insertion order. So whatever the elements we are inserting into the array list, it's in insertion order. And third point, Java array list class is non-synchronized. In this array list, it is non-synchronized. How in the multi-threaded, we know that synchronized threads and non-synchronized threads we understand. So synchronized block. So this is not a synchronized. Java array list allows random access because the array works on index basis. So normally insertion is maintaining insertion order. Array list maintains insertion order and it allows the random access. In array list, manipulation is little bit slower than linked list in Java because lot of shifting needs to occur if any element is removed from array list. Java ArrayList class uses a dynamic array for storing the elements. It is like an array, but there is no size limit. We can add or remove elements anytime. So it is much more flexible than the traditional array. It is found in the java.util package. It is like the vector in C++. The array list in Java can have the duplicate elements also. It implements the list interface. We can use all the methods of the list interface here. The array list maintains the insertion order internally. It inherits the abstract list class and implements list interface. So some of the points about array list we already discussed. So let's understand about some of the methods of array list. In this one, first we have a add method. it is taking two parameters. One is index and is element. So this method is used to insert the specified element at the specified position in a class, in a list. Second one is Boolean add. It is used to append the specified element at the end of a list. Boolean add all. It is used to append all of the elements in the specified collection to the end of this list in the order that they are written by the specified collections iterator. And next one is add all. So this method is used to append all the elements in the specified collection starting at the specified position of the list. And next method is clear, wide clear. So this method is used to remove all of the elements from this list. And next is ensure capacity. It is taking one integer argument. So this method is used to fetch the element from the particular position of the list. And next one is Boolean is empty. This method returns true if the list is empty. Otherwise, it returns false. Iterator and list iterator. These two methods are used to traverse the list. And the next method, that is last index of. So this method is used to return the index in the list of the last occurrence of the specified element or -1 if the list does not contain this element. Next one is object to array. So this method is used to return an array containing all of the elements in the list in the correct order. And next method is object clone. So this method is used to return a shallow copy of an array list. Next one, Boolean contents. This method returns true if the list contains the specified element. And next method is int index of. So this method is used to return the index in this list of the first occurrence of the specified element or -1 if the list does not contain this element. And next method is remove. So it is taking integer argument. This method is used to remove the element present at the specified position in the list. Next, Boolean remove. So we are passing the object of list. So this method is used to remove the first occurrence of the specified element. Next, we are discussing about remove all. So this method is used to remove all the elements from the list. In the next slide, we will understand about few of the methods of collection array list. So Boolean remove if. This method is used to remove all the elements from the list that satisfies the given predicate. Next one is protected wide remove range. It taking two arguments. One is from index and other one is to index. This method is used to remove all the elements lies within the given range. Next method is object wide replace all. So this method is used to replace all the elements from the list with the specified element. Wide retain all. This method is used to retain all the elements in the list that are present in the specified collection. Next one is set method. This method to replace the specified element in the list present at the position. And next method, that is sort, wide sort. So this method is used to sort the elements of the list on the basis of specified comparator. Next one is split iterator. This method is used to create a split iterator over the elements in a list. Next one is sublist. It is taking two parameters from index to index. So this method actually we are using to fetch all the elements that lies within the given range. And next method is trim to size. This method is used to trim the capacity of the Arraylist instance to be the list's current size. So these are methods of Arraylist which we are going to use in the program. So we understand about methods. Now we will discuss some of the examples of Arraylist, how we can use Arraylist in programs and what are the methods, how the methods we can use in the method, so that we can understand by using program. So normally syntax of Arraylist is Arraylist list is equal to new Arraylist. So this is Arraylist class is implementation of list interface. Normally we are having a integer type or a string type or floating, so depends on the requirement, so that we can change. Let us understand array list by using program. So I will create one package of collection or array list com dot array list. Within the com dot array list I am creating one class array examples. I will create one array list numbers is equal to new of array list. So in this numbers I'm adding numbers. First number I added the numbers object. So second number I'm adding 30 number. Numbers dot add 14. Numbers dot add 15. So total 4 numbers I have added. If I want to print the collection of elements, array list, total numbers I am displaying here, numbers in the array list are plus of numbers. So if I run this program, it is showing the numbers 12, 13, 14, 15 that are stored in the array list. In this example, we didn't added a generics, so that we can add string also. String Santosh I am adding here. So it is taking this value, but if I run this program, it will give Santosh also in this array list. So what we can do here, so it will allow only integers. Then we have to add a generic here. Which generic? Integer, because this is only numbers, so it is of type integer. then it won't allow string variables. See, integer I, then it won't take Santosh here. It will give compile time error. This is why, because we used generic as a integer. See, method add in the type array list is not applicable for the arguments. Now we understood about generic. So now I will tell you about how to iterate the collection of array list. So we are using iterator here. Iterator. Iterator of type is integer because we used only numbers. So AL is equal to numbers dot iterator. This is the syntax for iterating the numbers. We have to use a while loop. While iterator AL dot has next method. So using has next method, we are iterating. Within the while loop, we have to use AL dot next. This method will iterate the collection of array list and it will print. Let's run this program. See, 12, 13, 14, 15. Before iterator, we are getting in the array. Now we are getting separately. So this is the how we are iterating the collection of array list. We can iterate other way by using for loop. So I will show how we can iterate using for loop. For integer in is colon of numbers, means array list. So using system.out.println, we are printing the arrays. Numbers array list elements are. So by using for loop also we can iterate the elements. So let's see what output we can get. See, same whatever inserting all the numbers, so that we can iterate by using for loop. So we already know that array list following the insertion order. See, whatever the elements which we inserted, so that we are getting in the same order. I'm commenting this for loop also. So let us discuss some of the methods which we discussed already. So one of the method is get method. So that get method we can use. So number is number of index with index 1 with index 2. Then we can use numbers dot get index if you are giving index as 2, because I am printing of index 2. Let's run this program. See, index of 2 we are getting 14. So it is storing as index of 0 it is storing 12, index of 1 it is storing 13, index of 2 it is storing 14. So that is what we got 14 number. One more method we discussed, that is set method. So that method is used to replace the value which is existing in the array list. So now I am using array list collection. So I can use a set with, it is taking two parameters. One is index and integer element. So index means I'm assigning to second index, whatever index we got 14 value, that I am inserting with 20. So if I print index with a number with index 2, then what is the value we can get right now? So same thing we can display here. See what we will get the output. See, before it was 14 of index 2. After that I set with index number 2 with 20 value. After that we got number with index 2 is equal to 20, whatever we assigned value. Like this we can use. This is already in the sorted order, so I will alter this one. I am putting like this. I mean, first I'm inserting 14, 15, 12, 13. It's not in us in sorted order. So let me print this one. So I will remove the comments here. Using for loop, I am printing the values of collection. So I'm commenting this one. We understand about only the sorting methods. So this is not a sorted, it's giving in insertion order. So see 14, 15, 12, 13. So this collection is not sorted. How we can do the sorting? This method. So we can sort by using collections. This is from java.util package collection.sort. So we need to pass a list argument, that is numbers. So we passed here now. So by calling sort method, the numbers are sorted. Let me understand, is it sorted or not sorted? So again, we are using a for loop. So same code I am copying here, and just I am putting array list elements are in sorted order. Let's run this program, what we will get. So before sorting, it is giving in insertion order 14, 15, 12, 13. So after calling the sort method, we are getting values like 12, 13, 14, 15, like this. So this is the sort method how we can use. We discussed only integer type. So now we will create one more class for string examples. In this one, we will create one array list with a generic type as a string. Array list from java.util package. So of generic type string. So I'm using names here. String of array list. By default, it is taking the generic type of a string. Anyway, we can use string here. So this is warning it is giving because this value is not used anywhere. Now using names array list, we can add Kiran, names dot add Santosh, names dot add Anand. I'm adding total 5 names here. Harshit. One more name I'm adding here. Akshata. So total 5 names I added in this array list. So same thing, we can use either a for loop or iterator. First I'm using iterator of type, generic type is string, name, names dot iterator. So this is the syntax for iterating the array list of string type. So I'm using a while loop here, while name dot has next. So we can print the name dot next. Here I'm printing names in the array list. Names in array list. Let us run this program. See, we can see the output of this array list. Names in the array list are Kiran, Santosh, Anand, Harshit, Akshata. So whatever we added in insertion order, so that we got in the insertion order. So this one we used for string elements. So we can use the same iterator or we can use a for loop to iterate the elements of array list. This is not in sorted order, without sorting. But we want sorting. Numbers we already sorted. So in the string also we can use collection dot sort array list. Array list is names. So if you sorted this one, again we use iterator and while loop with names sorted. With sorting, we can use here names sorted. Names are sorted here. So let's run this program now. See before sorting and after sorting. See, we can see the output here. Names in the array list without sorting. Kiran, Santosh, Anand, Arshit, Akshata. But using sorting, we can see it is in alphabetic order. So this is the method of collection dot sort. So that sort method, it will do the sorting of array. I'm removing this one iterator without a sorting. So before, I mean, we already discussed the methods of array list or collections. So one of the method is size. So size we can use now. So what is the size of array list of these names? size of names array list is, let us print the size of this array list. So let us run this program. See, size of names array list is 5. So while it is taking for index, it is counting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it is counting, if we are counting the size, then it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5. So this is the size of the array. I will explain you one more method of collection, that is empty. So I'm using is empty for names collection. So what it will print? So normally it will check is this collection is empty or not. So let's run this program. What will print? So it will print false because this collection is not empty. So this is a Boolean condition. It will show false because already this collection having elements. If there is no elements here, I'm commenting here. I'm commenting totally this. So what it will print? What it will print is empty. So it should return true here and the size is 0 here. See, size is 0 and status is true because this is empty. So this is we understood about is empty function. We understood about add method. Now we will discuss about remove method. In this collection, we can see total 5 elements are there. So one of the string element I am removing now. So I will remove names dot remove, either we can index 0. 0 means, so I am commenting here collection dot sort because it will take the first, it will sort based on the alphabetical order. So I don't want that. Currently I want to remove this element, remove this string element Kiran. Let's run this program. See, Kiran is not available here. Size of array list is 4. Earlier it was 5, now it is 4. I removed element based on position or based on index. Now I want to remove based on object. Object means directly I can give the value of element. Santosh, I am removing from this collection of array list. So let us run this program. See, in this output, Santosh is not available. Only size of name, so array list is 4 and array list status is false. So it is showing only 4 elements. So Santosh is removed. So we understood based on index or based on element, we removed the element from the array list. Let us understand about add all method. Add all method, if we want to use add all method, then we can create one more array list. I'm creating one more array list. So that is names 1. One more array list I have created. So here I will add values to this array list. Only I'm adding only 2 names here. two different names. And Dhanush. So two elements I added into this names one array list. So using add method, I'm commenting this remove method. So see now output. What is the output we are getting now? See, we are getting 5 elements in this one. That two elements, whatever the two elements which we added in this one, so it is not showing here in this list. So it is showing only 5 elements. So what is that method to add into one array list? So that method is names dot add all one more collection, that is names one. So we are adding names one collection, means names one means whatever the elements we added, Nagesh and Dhanush, that are in this collection names one array list collection. So this one we are adding into names collection. So using add all method, this one it should show now 7 elements. This is 5 plus 2, 7 elements, and the size it should show 7 and 7 elements. Let's run this program. I didn't save this one, so I'm saved. Now I'm running this program. See the output. The size of this names array list is 7. 7 elements are here. So this is the add all method. From these programs, we understood about how we are iterating the collection either by for loop or by while loop, and the some of the methods like add method, remove method, and sort method, add all, size is empty, we understood. Now I'm going to explain you one more user defined classes objects how we can store here. So I will create one employee class. Within the employee class, I'm creating to private int employee number and private string emp name. Right click on this one, you will get source and generate setters and getters. Select all and generate. So it generated the setters and getters. If you want constructors, then right click source, generate constructors using fields. So it generated the collection of employee. So how we are using this employee, how we are storing using collection. So in the array list, I will create one more class, that emp array list. emp array list. I'm clicking on public static void main. So here first I have to create an object of employee. E1 is equal to new employee. So two parameters we have to send. One is employee number and employee name. Employee name, I can give it as a Kiran. One object is created, and the second one is employee 2. I'm creating second object. So parameter 2, I mean employee number, and the name is Niranjan. One more object I am creating here, employee 3 object 3. Then we can use this one as Sanjay. So total 3 objects I have created. and here we can use iterator. So iterator normally we can use like this iterator. Earlier we are using of type string or type integer depending on the integer array list or string. Now we are using custom object of employee. So we have to use generic type is employee, emp iterator, emp iterator. So first, yeah, emp iterator. That before this we have to add in the collection of array list. We didn't added this value into the collection of array list. First we have to create a array list collection. Array list of type is employee, emp array is equal to new of array list of type employee. We can add all the employees E1, E2, E3 into this emp array list, emp array. So using add method, first object E1 we are adding. So it is storing based on the insertion order. It took 31, sorry. E1, same I'm copying, pasting here. E2 and E3. So total 3 objects are added into employee array. So now we can use iterator to traverse the elements of array list object. Now we can use a iterator of type employee, because this is generic type is employee, emp iterator. Emp array dot of iterator. This is a syntax for iterating. We can use either we can use a while loop or we can use a for loop. While loop emp iterator dot has next method we can use. So this is we are using for objects. If you are using for integer string directly, you can use next method, but this is of type employee emp is equal to iterator dot next iterator, that is emp iterator dot next. This method will return, but it is giving one warning, is not used. So here we can use employee details, employee details like two values are there. One is emp dot of get employee name, emp dot of get employee number. First we have to use using setters and getters. We are retrieving the values. See, 3 objects we have inserted: Kiran, Niranjan and Sanjay. I will write this statement before while. So now we can run this program. See, employee details are 1 Kiran, here 2 Niranjan and 3 Sanjay. Total 3 values which employee. These 3 employees we inserted into the array list, and now we iterated by using Iterator. So this is the for objects. Coming back to this array list of numbers. So we understood about Iterator. We can traverse the collection by using Iterator or using for loop. One more method we can use, that is for each. So let us understand about for each method. So Java 8, that is introduced for each method in the collection. So I'm using for each loop. So just I mentioned using for loop, we can iterate. Numbers is the collection and for each is a method. So using lambda expression, I'm printing the collection values here. Let us run this program. So see, using for loop, this is Arraylist elements are. This is using a while loop, and without sorting, this is using sorting. After sorting, we can using for loop also. We can get iterate the collection. So this is how we are using for each in the Arraylist collection. This is all about Arraylist in collection, how we can use collection of Arraylist and what the methods of collection, how we are declaring, how we are using, we understood from this video. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel and share to your friends also. Thank you for watching this video.